Okay. Come on. Okay. Uh, YouTube is now live, and I guess I can now announce it. So I'm now live streaming. Okay. I guess this means I would be announcing. Yep, I am. That's perfect. Okay. Let's let's get to the bottom of this. It's not opening. Okay, it's opening. Now I just gotta do this. Okay. I just realized my VTuber model's in the way. I'm just gonna... Um, I don't think people are gonna see it properly. I'm gonna shrink it down. Just like that. So you guys will be able to see the text. Okay. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Somebody tells me this literature club is not going to be good for my own health and well-being. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warning can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. Uh, if it does contain spoilers, no. I mean, I've already played this game, but the reason I got the plus version is because there are side stories. So I may have already seen this. I guess I've already seen the game and everything about it, but I haven't seen the spoilers. So I haven't seen the side stories. So I'm gonna say no because I don't want the side stories to be revealed. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent your exposure of highly disturbing content. Yeah, obviously. Alright, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I've already played this, so yeah. Let me just tell other people that I trust that I'm live. Okay. Okay. Just announced it. Doki DLC. Oh, welcome in, Natified. Yeah, I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club. And let's do this. New game. Let's do Ojido. No. Let's I feel like I've used that name already. I want to go for something else. Jado. That one is actually weird. Oketo. No, that's weird. I'll just go for my nickname. I'm gonna call myself Lycan. Let's do it. Called myself Lycan. I'm going for a completely different name. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but standing around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and waited for you. You say that like you were thinking of ignoring me. That's mean, Lycan. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Lycan, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy too, but I'd die at any thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that again. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom where I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me as if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori, you're literally being childish right now. I mean, of course I played this game before, but honestly I was like underage, but nah. Now I'm at the right age. Anyways, Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Yeah, obviously. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Netsuki made cupcakes and everything. Netsuki, yeah. She's actually the... You know what, never mind, I'm not gonna spoil. But I have played this game before, so I know what happened. But to any... Yeah, I know there's only one viewer, so I'm assuming it's only Nightified, right? I don't think... there is still one viewer, right? I know that it's Nightified. Yep, okay. Yep, obviously, you're still here. Anyways, oh god, hang on. My door is open. My door is open. Okay. Put it back on. Put it back on. There we go. Where was I? Ah, yes. And Netsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Yeah, Sayori. Not everybody can join your club, right? I mean, the point of the game, I guess I am going to be joining the club since that's the name of the game. Doki Doki Literature Club. But I got the plus version, so I might also get access to side stories to understand the full lore of the game. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. And let her alongside. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. I can only voice my own character and not girl characters like Sayori and other characters. Anyways, and thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh my god, I'm so bad at grammar. I gotta fix my spelling. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. You got purple hair. And what are you hiding behind your back? A knife? Bet. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh yeah, she did. Seriously, you bought a boy, and that is... Well, I know who that is. But it doesn't matter, okay. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Lycan, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... That means I'm silent. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh, why did I say that? I am not... I can't even say that. Even if the game is saying all that, I can't even say all that. Like, oh, hang on. VTuber models. Hang on. I gotta fix that. There we go. not straightened, but yeah. And I can't even say all that in stream, not even on YouTube, because that's not the person I am, right? Anyways, it's full of incredibly cute girls. Why did I have to say that again? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right, yep. Ladies and gentlemen, the main antagonist of the game. It's great to see you again, Lycan. Monika smiles sweetly. Oh, no, I meant some other thing. Okay, anyways. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. I wouldn't call that beautiful. I've seen that type of figure for normal popular people, and there's just nothing special. I just don't see anything special related to her. But yeah, she could be popular. Anyways. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monika. Come sit down, Lycan. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Yuri's like the shy one. I'm just judging because of the text. Anyway. Nice. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is only one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Wow, that would be it's better to sit with people you know. But I mean, imagine if you're like going through isolation and you can't seem to hang on. Okay, let me do like this. Oh, okay. I feel like people can't hear me, so this would be better for others to understand me. And okay, this could work. As Sayori mentioned, it's been I've already read that part. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Yeah. Like I would have mentioned, I've already played this game. And look at that smile. Look at Natsuki. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. And okay, right click to look. And yeah. And Sayori's like completely scared, and Monika's just staring at like a mannequin. Okay. Oh, did I skip? What? Did I skip? I didn't even say, forget it. I must have missed something. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sawyer grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sawyer talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing off on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, look for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Oh god. Look at her fist! Look at her fist! It's like she's that confident for me to get a good feedback. To give her a good feedback. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? What? I don't trust you, Yuri. You seem to have drugged this. Seems like you're making me insane. I don't trust that smile. Not even those eyes. It's like she's dead on the inside. Okay. I gotta stop saying stuff like that because I might also reveal spoilers, which I don't want. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid to ask. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that was practically dragged here by Sayori. I mean, true, Sayori was the one who dragged me here and then pressured me to come in her classroom and see if I could join. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into the literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Is she? Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Oh, man, I'm actually getting tired, but I still can't give up. Like, seriously, 25 minutes of the stream, and already I'm feeling tired? What? I I wish I had good sleep, but, you know, never mind. But it makes school events like the festival that's much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of the new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Lycan, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. I think she noticed when I said manga. I mean, obviously I can't even, I don't want to repeat this again. I played this before. I played this game before, but I got the plus version because I want to understand the lore. Okay, it looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Oh god, not again. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of their own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki eyes darts over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to... Oh wait, hang on. I gotta... Oh no. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say That Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Natsuki sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Okay, that's a type of imagery that it's now in my head. That's now stuck in my head. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you wrote your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. you wouldn't like him. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. The one thing I'm actually vulnerable. The one thing one of my own weaknesses, even for streaming, is a lack of confidence. So I'm gonna admit I kind of feel, nervous for such things. Even when my stream is broadcasting, not many viewers would appreciate me, but still. I tend to not give up. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you shared some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. Everyone? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at I am so bad at spelling. Oh my god. Okay. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Yeah, I don't think that would strengthen the bond of the club because everyone's like a girl and I'm the only boy in the club. So in other words, the girl characters might be uncomfortable with that. But I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful for gender inequality. Like everyone, no matter what gender they are, they actually have the right to join a specific club. But yeah, But I admit, not everyone is like interested in literature. I'm gonna be honest. I am also not interested in literature, but Nightified was the one who kind of got me into literature before, but there was no club. It was more of a hobby of his. I know he's watching. Okay, isn't that right, Lycan? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining a club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Docs. What? What? Oh, I docs. Oh, I'm sorry, Knife. I'm sorry if I did that. I'll take it down, I guess. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought Lycan, you all I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Yep, I'm officially in the club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sawyer wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Okay, am I also jumping up and down as well while she's inclined to wrap her arms around me? Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. if you really just came here for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Why would I come here for cupcakes, Natsuki? I actually came here for real. Like, I've actually made a choice. Oh my god. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to oh no, not again. Oh, every time I feel tired. Like last time I said 25 minutes in the stream, now it's 35 minutes. Every time I'm yawning, it's like I'm tired. God. Okay. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Lycan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Also, I cannot giggle just like that. I might not be able to understand a girl's perspective on how they communicate and how they talk, but yeah. It's basically confusion because I'm much of a loner, both digitally and IRL, and I'm not much of a people person. So, in other words, my social interaction is basically 0%. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Mediocre? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, you're not like good at it? Just give it a try. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Lycan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walked home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yep, now we're walking home. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, time to write a poem. Oh man, I missed it. Hang on. I can go back. Okay, here it is. I went back. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. I went back seconds ago from my stream just so I can keep track. Okay. So, I'm gonna save this. So I think I gotta write, like, there are 20 pages, so yeah. Oh no, it's how many words I get to pick. Okay. I forgot. I might have forgotten. I'm not... okay. Okay. Okay, this will be fine. Let's see. Okay. Is it only Natsuki jumping? I feel like I already picked something that Sayori jumped, right? Dark. Oh. Actually, yeah, I just go random. Uh, I'll pick random. Okay. Okay. No way am I going for that. Nope. That's not me. That's not me. I would never do that. Okay, let's... Okay. Okay. I think Natsuki got the most jumps, right? I've never done this before. I'm gonna make another save. But yeah. Hi again, Lycan. Glad to see you, dude. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so did everyone else. So everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lycan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like you deserve any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't even know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Jeez, Natsuki, chill. It's been so long since I've played this. But why'd I even buy the plus version? No, I didn't buy it. This came from another platform. This is not from Steam. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Really? I would also like to see that. But I forgot. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Okay. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Lycan always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might as well be a little jealous. How come? You and Lycan can become good friends too. Sayori... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention. If you don't usually, even if you don't usually read, and we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? That's not me saying that. That's the character I'm playing as saying that. Why do I? Okay, to be honest, I feel so I'm currently feeling defenseless when the character I'm playing as is actually getting interested in girl characters like her. Like he's the simp, but for me in IRL, in real life, I'm not. I'm basically cursed, Let me put it in chat, that way everyone reminds it. I am cursed. There. It's only gonna be on it's gonna be on chat. And that's gonna let everyone know what I'm going through. Okay? How is this girl accidentally No, I won't say that. I won't say that again. She even picked out a book saying she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approached her in case she needed a hand. Oh god, did something happen? To chat? I don't know. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. You're not the only one. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I mean, if she overheard what you said, then clearly it is all over your face. Like, she actually knew you would be interested. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out from the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set to one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. Oh my god. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. Okay. But I tell you one thing, Lycan. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Yep, she's got a point. She's totally got a point. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hand. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Okay, look at that face. Embarrassing for her, maybe. But I know that feeling. I can't actually get close to other people either. I rather stick to being isolated. I'm not gonna say this, but I think I gotta. But besides, I have no friends. Okay. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect it to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I think that was supposed to be the other way around. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, as much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometime after I've already finished the series. Hey, aren't you paying attention? Huh? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looked like there's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for writing to be entertaining enough to make up for a lack of plot. Almost an hour on the stream, but I kind of want to make this stream last a lot longer, like more than 2 hours, or yeah, more than 2 hours, more than 3 hours, etc., etc. Doesn't matter. Let's just see. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. Oh my god, her face. I really like how the developers added such character animations, and even such animations that's based on their emotions. That's actually creative. Well, obviously. You think I wouldn't enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. I really need to get a drink. Guys, chat, I'll be back. Wait, was I muted? Let me repeat this again. I apologize if I took too long. And now I was adding ice on my drink, so it kind of, refreshes my throat. Okay. Like there's a really funny chapter when they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides that, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all the backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's really what makes it so good. There's also so many touching parts. Is that so? Oh, looks like I missed something. It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Huh? Natsuki gives me a little shove. It just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. It's like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? I'm gonna save because I feel like I would. I don't know. I just have a habit of saving because I know if I go somewhere or not, I would probably, never mind. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read, well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is just for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out for that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. It's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? Meanwhile, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Wait, is my microphone range is down? God damn it. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Ah. Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts to laugh. Yeah, she's laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Look at Natsuki. Look at that smile. She starts to have happiness in herself. That's what I kind of like about her. Even though it could be hard and challenging for a character like her, but she actually shows her inner positivity. What am I saying? Her inner child is actually screaming right now. I'm gonna drink water. Okay, I kind of crunched through ice. I totally forgot that happened. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. Is it Minori or Minori? I don't know. I'm not really good at understanding Japanese manga. I mean, I kind of read a little manga. I started reading whatchamacallit? What is it called? Bleach. Yeah, I started reading Bleach, but I'm only at the first volume. I think. Let me check. Yeah, I'm just at the first volume, so basically I just started. Yeah, I have read through other manga series, manga volumes and stuff, but yeah. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. And that's it. Well, you know, never mind. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone? Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there. Oh, when she said cozy, I kind of forgot that Natsuki and I are, like, you know, reading together, and, it's now, you know... Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of afraid of that happening. Okay. Ah! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I closed the book and handed it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens next? Yeah. But Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I say it mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start with the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Okay, Natsuki... Yeah, Natsuki really wants a clean collection of volumes. You know, she doesn't want them... She doesn't want any of the... She doesn't want the cover nor the pages to get bent. That goes for the other collection of of her books and volumes. I don't know if she's got more, but she's been reading ones called Parfait Girls. But yeah, but seriously, what the fuck? Anyways, by tomorrow, I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? Can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically put out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I share my poem to first? Who do I share it with? Probably Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. I'm gonna drink again. Okay. This is a good poem, Lycan. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of a club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. If it's in the brackets, I do not say it. Okay. Well, of course. So I guess in the brackets it means my character is not saying that, he's thinking of it. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Lycan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her at all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you will read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear Sunshine. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. You want breakfast. You're always a hungry person, Sayori. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes sense to feel a little better about yourself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, who's next? Natsuki? Okay, so... Okay. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. Starting with the things you don't like, huh? First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Oh, I must have missed that. Hang on, I must have missed that. Forget it. I can't seem to find it. Right, forget. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me how dumb... You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha ha. Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. Wow. So you were expecting me to give you a bad poem and make yours the best? Seriously? I mean, I tried my best. It's like, I don't think you appreciate my work. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I remember. Natsuki wrote like a basic thing. Yeah. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I mean, I guess it's okay. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. God, hang on, my throat is actually starting to hurt. I'm gonna drink again. Alright. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Oh, so I guess my character is older than Natsuki. I guess that's why. Okay. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki or Monica? Sure, Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first... Oh, wait, where's my... Okay, here it is. When I'm focusing on streaming, I can't even pay attention to where my microphone is, so it's either up or at my mouth, up close to my mouth, but never mind. But I really need to pay attention to where my microphone is. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And have been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matters, and they form-fit the two together. Okay, to be honest, in other words, I feel like for visual novel games like this, like the game I'm playing, I think that you gotta have like good voice acting skills. Like I can only voice my own character, and for other characters based on their gender, like Yuri is a girl, and so is Natsuki, so is Sayori, so is Monica. They're like girls, and you gotta have like another voice actor that's specifically the same gender as them. And I think I can't do a girl's voice, so in other words, I'm officially stupid. That's all I can say. So in other words, I can just voice my own. The end is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. 1 hour and 22 minutes. Okay. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. I mean, why go for italic? I can't even understand other people's italics except mine. Like, for my own handwriting, I can do italic, but honestly, for other people, they do like some different kind of font for their handwritings, and italic is not the issue, but that. Anyways, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I can't read that. Of the future. I bathe calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Okay, to be honest, that actually got my fix my speech. Oh no, my speech is so dumb. Think before you talk, okay? Okay, what was she trying to say? She said it took me a long time to read this, which is true, and it also got my attention that I also took too long to read that because of the handwriting. Not because of its italic, but her own writing style is actually confusing. A little bit, but it did take me a little long. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Lycan. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering its last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Kind of had this type of feeling before. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot of soul on putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe. Okay, drink again. I'm running out of water. I should also turn off my mic before eating and drinking, unless I get like a stable microphone, not a headset. Nice. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. And Monica's the only option. Hi, Lycan. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Lycan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Lycan. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've never gotten positive experiences to a girl before. Even on fictional characters, but let's just say fiction and real life do not work together. But you know what? Never mind. What am I even saying? No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write, and she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories that there are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. I really wish I had water or an energy drink. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can even express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler than her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to writing the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Okay, I've never gotten this type of feeling before, and I've never been so good with my speech. In other words, if any viewer who is watching this, I understand I sound cringe. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spark Is that supposed to be a C? That See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. A reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. Martinez. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Okay. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Okay, that's the character's feedback, but I would say it's actually a little refreshing, but I've never gotten used to a positive experience before since I've cursed with bad omen, and what else? Oh god, it's gone again. Alright, back to the stream. It's just I hate the fact that when you're trying to think of something and all of a sudden your mind will turn completely blank and then the thought is gone forever. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. It's because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think of it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand around and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I remember listening to that type of advice by the same character in the game, and it didn't go out so good. But it was worth a try, you know. Thanks for listening. That's everyone I shared. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I really wish I had water right now. I'm actually yawning. Or I could really go to sleep. Or to be honest, it's actually like, what do I call it? It's actually 10. It's like 10 p.m. at my area. I could really go to sleep. I have... No, never mind. Even if they're just being too nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Yeah, something is gonna come up. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Yeah, it's not Natsuki saying that. Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant it. The language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to... Hang on. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Lycan did too. So based on that, I'm gladly giving you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to be a change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something I particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Okay. And Lycan liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Yeah. Something's about to come up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Yep. This part's coming. That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lycan appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you full of yourself? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Okay, I can't say that. Yeah, I wasn't the one that magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lycan started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Both of them. I don't like fighting. Guys... Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Lycan, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What was the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? This meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Lycan. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Lycan? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not that I know anything about writing, but whom I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. And of course, that's going to be... Why me? I'm gonna go neutral. Natsuki... Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Hey? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Oh, I should have wait, I should have saved it. Oh no. No, I made a bad choice. I mean, no, not exactly a bad choice, but I would have gone back in case I have missed it. But what's done is done. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Yeah, the reason why I would not go for either Natsuki or Yuri, and I would just stick to Sayori because it was basically the decision between those two, but all of a sudden we have a third option to pick Sayori just to bring her into the situation because I would rather be a neutral person, you know? And never mind. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's... Can't say that. Inappropriate. Yuri's that are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Okay. Now that just created an image in my head. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori's vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate her to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Huh? I didn't understand what that meant. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Lycan, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And make sure you learn and maybe you've learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Like in? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Eh. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this as much as time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori. About what happened earlier? Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why you make good friends with them. I can see why they make good friends with you. Okay. You know, Lycan, it's nice to see that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me feel happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna save this one again. Huh? What the? Yo, my time is like different. Yo, mine is... Hang on. No, mine says 10:59 and that one is... That one is 5:29? What? What's my region set to? What? Or hang on, what did I just get from this? What? The region has changed, has it? What? Okay, now it's 11. It's now 11 p.m. in my area. Hang on. What's wrong with my... No, I'm in the right Oh, hang on. Maybe I know what happened. Because I think when I got the game, it probably has its own region set. So I think probably that's what's happening. I'm not gonna end the stream. I'll be back for a second. I'm gonna get a refill. Alright, I'm back, guys. I'm gonna also... I also realized that that some apps that are opening in the background are using a lot of memory. So in other words, it's a bad thing. I might not be able to know much, but okay. Let's see. Okay, let me get back to the game. So, poems. Let's do... Okay. Okay. I'm just doing just like that. I don't know why. Right, I picked Doki Doki, just like that. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Natsuki, what do you mean? Like, she's the one who jumps the most? Hi, Lycan. Oh, wait a minute. I remember this. Hang on, I remember this. This is the part where, Sayori, you know, kind of does something. I'm not gonna spoil something. Oh, yeah. I guess Natsuki has been the one who jumped the most. I've been picking random. I don't know why. I don't know why I had to do that, but it was basically, you know. Okay. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Here it comes. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? I'm not gonna lie, but this part I kinda remember. This part makes me laugh. Until, well, kind of before I turned into a goth. Emo person. Emo werewolf. Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to take a look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its content spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. It's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you were not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money and so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wah! Oh, she's crying. Look at that face. But I won't. I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be like that, Sir. Anyways, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Lycan to let me borrow some. Oh my god, she's such a gold digger, isn't she? Oh my god. Only because you're hungry. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Do you mean retribution? Retribution. Yep. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me a little credit in that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, it looked like she got slapped. Or ow. What was a cookie? I'm sure enough it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly collapses her hand all over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. I mean, she's got a point. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really impressed that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. I wouldn't trust that type of hug if I were you. Ah, jeez. Yeah. I wouldn't trust that type of hug. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mm-hmm. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Gee, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't. Okay, 2 hours in the stream. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's alright. Of course she's alright. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be so surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? Yeah. She doesn't have a boyfriend. If you guys search the internet, you'll believe me. Well, I promise. Not the internet, but the website with the download page. It tells you all about what Monica would say and do. And plus, boyfriend was already part of it. It's also on Steam, so you'll be able to find that out anyway. What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind. Wait, at me? You interested in me, Monica? Is that why? Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music after a while as well, Monica. I don't really... I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe one day I'll get a little better. I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Lycan. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, it's best of luck. Hang on, I gotta... Okay. It's my Twitch manager. I think I'm getting some sort of... I think my stream is crashing? My bitrate is so high. Is my stream crashing? Or is my stream lagging? Is my stream lagging? Because I see only... I see that my bitrate is so high. You know, forget it. Anyways, thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone is already settled in. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappears to the closet. Natsuki. It's not long before Natsuki comes to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pulled the first volume of Parfait Girls out of my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hand and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know? I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know? That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyways, let me put this one back. The smile. Kind of, you know, I don't really get used to this, but what am I saying? I don't really get. I'm not much I'm not really a people person, and fictional characters included, and I don't really get used to feelings. Cause I'm much of a. Okay, maybe I'm tired, but also emo. Let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where does this volume leave off again? I forgot. Ah, the chapter ended with Minori and Alice found Monica. Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Hey? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. Ugh. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, tries to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez. This is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste it on the top shelf? Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah. I can't really react. I can't really do a proper reaction of how they actually communicate, and they just do like vocal sounds and stuff, and I can't really do that. The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls onto the floor. The stool wobbles. Wow. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There. Having almost fell, Natsuki's a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes just like that. I can reach them, so I said I could do it. I don't want your help, okay? Sigh. I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way to pass me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks. Why did I say designs? Desks. The classroom chairs have the designs attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it onto its wheels back to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the wheel swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Ush. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, and then slowly bounces on her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat back with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Okay. I can save that. Dang, I have two of the same. Wait, did I save that one? I didn't save that. I think autosave happened. Ah, there we go. See, I can do it. I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it onto under the shelf below. What? The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself onto the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? I mean, true. Natsuki did tell me that she could do it herself. Yeah, I gotcha. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see. Oh my god. I totally forgot about this part, but no. That just got in my head. Look what my character just said. I don't know, it's just in my head now. It's now creating a picture in my head that I now do this stuff, and it's the worst. Like, I don't want I'm gonna go forward. Ugh. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'd be dead. Yep. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, since the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Lycan, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Eh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down on me. Why are you looking all the way back? Eh? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she loses her balance if she moves. Yep, this is the part where she kind of realizes that I did that, and she's gonna be so mad at me. So weird. I can't believe this is like, okay, first, I'm not a pervert, okay? I'm not a creep. But the character I'm playing as is Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look up my. Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just. Okay. Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki? Yeah. The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands, and the books go flying. I got you. Crash. The live's good. Oh, thanks, Natsuki official. Your name is also Natsuki? But yeah. Anyways, welcome in. I hope you're enjoying. I'm gonna be honest, I suck at voice acting, so the only thing I can do is voice my own character. I can't sound like other girls. And I have terrible acting skills, okay? Anyways, let's go. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me into the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Ugh. Natsuki comes to her senses. Ugh. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Okay. Natsuki realizes that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Ugh. Gross, gross. Yeah. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you put the manga collection on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't... Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know. I'm sorry. Don't worry. Why did I say I'm sorry? That's not what Monica said. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. Eh? I look down. Natsuki's kneeling onto the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal creasing along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. I must have been landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Since she gives up and slams the book shut, she then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Sob. Natsuki, are you... No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. Oh, she's crying. I'll help you get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lips quiver. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Well... I don't really understand the feeling of making friends. But maybe if I play visual novel games like this, I would totally understand the feeling. I don't really know what I would say, but I think probably when I get used to this, you know, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. This isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get out on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of the books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you work, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up? If you insist. Yeah. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of all the subtle and repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how things ties together in this manga. 2 hours and approximately 23 minutes. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some point, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this one for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get used to it, you know. Told you. Yeah. Okay. I return to my seat and slip the book in my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh, you can skip this one. Do I? Okay, I don't. I don't think I want to skip. I want to keep going. Just to make the stream last longer. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Lycan. Hey? I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really, I wanted to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer after all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jesus. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Lycan poem. Okay. So you kind of used my own name. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Okay. I would probably believe that she's doing something called... what is it called? Objectophilia. But, yeah. You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. I should probably change the title of the streams. I'm gonna... changing the title of the streams. Because I know that, now this better be worth it, right? I guess it better be. That's why I go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? It's so sweet. Sayori. But still, not the type of person. I would stick to being a loner, that's all I can say. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a bit of both. Okay, now you're being too picky. There's a word for that, right? What was the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Ah, okay. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help you give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice, happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Lycan. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. Okay. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. A little ball of sunshine, all rubbing together like the bundle of kittens. I reach inside with a plum and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. Or scraping. I think it's scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come. In such hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically put them all from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That's actually a good poem, Sayori. I'm not really good with my narrator voice, but I kind of did some effort. I'm not gonna lie, I sound cringe. But yeah. Anyways. Oh god. Holy crap. Okay. Sarah, did you really write this? Laugh. Huh? What? What? I don't get it. Of course I did. Did I tell you yesterday was gonna be writing the best? I was gonna write the best poem ever. Lag. Wait, is the stream lagging? What? Is the stream lag? What? Is the stream lagging? Well, not fine. It's fine. But are you sure you're lagging? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Yeah. Oh. Just reconnect. Not fine. Just reconnect. Okay. I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It almost sounds creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. It even helped me to understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've got to be pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with some things before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes me hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay. Who should I show my poem to next? I kind of want to skip because I've already been through this, but no. Okay. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then backs at the poem. By now she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. Really good. There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the point with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes, like she's just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hand and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Lycan, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that. My voice got caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that was trying to impress Natsuki. Hmm. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor, swiftly picks it up. She reads it though. Tired again. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poems a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Lycan? Cheating? What do you mean by... Okay, I'm not... Okay, define cheating, okay? Just define cheating, okay? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. How come? Well, yeah, to be honest, I didn't understand her joke either, cause when she was referring to cheating, she would either refer to, cause this word had like two meanings, and I don't know which one she would be referring to. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter their classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know? You have a bad habit of doing that. Eh? But Lycan wrote this poem, and we were supposed to share it with everyone. Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Lycan is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read it anyway. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to this. If you insist, whatever. Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Yuri. She still hasn't gotten to read it. So what? Well, I guess Lycan's right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's gonna like it anyway. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I see her talking to other people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. But I like spiders. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. Okay, I think I got it. Looks like I missed something. Hang on. I think one of my friends was also live streaming and I missed it. I didn't even get to react at all. It's totally bad for me. missing out a very exciting moment. But what am I supposed to do? Okay. Okay. I'm just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message was pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. I don't take like English classes, or I don't take language classes and literature classes. I mean, basically we took like English classes, which was based on both the language and the literature itself. So basically for me, I think what I'm trying to say is it's really hard for me to understand the literature and the words that based on what people are trying to say. But yeah. But I understand that's how people get to communicate properly. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what other people think as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? And people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Yeah, she's got a point. Because who cares if people are doing weird stuff? It's basically their own interest, right? If they want to do it, they can. Besides, none of our business. Like, similar to... Oh, I must have missed that. Well, you're definitely right. Yeah. And that train of thought is gone. Now my mind has went completely blank. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can I'm sure a lot of people can too. You know. I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my poem with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I will. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica? Hi again, Lycan. That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. That was one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Love me. Yeah. Basic, but I guess I can relate to that. I kind of feel guilty that someone that I Get Close To was live and I missed it. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Uh, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. You already told me. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And last but not least, Yuri. Are you still mad at me? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday? Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meanwhile, when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. When I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you when it comes to when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Okay, I think okay, you can probably stop guilt tripping. I don't know if that's the right word to describe it, but basically, you don't have to, you know. Oh no. I missed out a lot. I missed so much. Okay. It makes it easy. Okay, yeah, so besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide to that request. Okay, everyone. We're all done with each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Okay, so person who is watching, unless it's notified. Let me check my participants. Yeah, notify is not available. So, person who is watching my Twitch, who's watching my YouTube stream, and I know that's on my Twitch stream. That's just the bot that's watching. But yeah, if you're on the YouTube stream, hi there. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I'm just one guy who's just playing some sort of Doki Doki Literature Club on, you know, I can't even say it, but basically I'm just a small content creator who's playing, and that's it. Anyways, I'm gonna be honest with you, I might sound cringe with voice acting. Anyways, I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you've heard all about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetic performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also gonna let anyone else. We're also gonna let anyone. Oh my god, I can't even say it. We're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah is putting all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sarah, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't tell us you didn't already start putting these posters up, didn't you? Well, I did. Do you think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a whole group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. I mean, I could probably agree with them as well. If I were living in their shoes, if I walked on their shoes, I would never do that at all. You know? Cuz apparently I would definitely have stage fright, and I would also whatchamacallit. I would also be nervous as well, and it would also be embarrassing if I messed up. Like, for me, one small mistake would actually be more embarrassing, and even if people do reassure me to say that everything will be okay, even mistakes will just tell us that will just help us just to improve. It'll actually be stuck in our heads, in my head probably. And apparently this would also be embarrassing. That's all I can say. I'm pretty much a dumb idiot, I guess. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poem with anyone until just a couple days ago? It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out to the whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. And if we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, by finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's for those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share others? Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me with no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to be practicing reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem that she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear and confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles away. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh wait, not Sayori, but Yuri. Wait, no, it's Sayori. Huh? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Okay, sorry about that. I thought they were referring to Yuri and not Sayori, but yeah. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called. Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called The After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do it. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns into a structure that she enunciates. That's a new thing I've never heard. Okay. That she enunciates with perfect timing. I don't think I pronounced it right. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that she must have forgotten. Okay, my voice is actually starting to get pressured. Okay. I really wish I had water. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it as you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like it's in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come to the best way that way. Come to the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as the perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it coming from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. I guess so. Guess what it feels like when people actually like your poems and stuff. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Lycan liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem really fit nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing when you're in front of people. Then next, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't maybe go before Lycan. It's not like I can compare you guys anyway. Might as well let Lycan lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put an energy into it. Despite that, once finished, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as anyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she disappears a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounced up and down, and if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not be making me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? Doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry about you don't have much to worry about for the festival anymore. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all of this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. And yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow. As well, it's been working out really nice so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Lycan, you don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Oh wait, did I not? Oh god, I must have missed that part. Okay, here it is. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hey Sayori. Sorry if I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Natsuki asks you to walk home. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Because I kind of want to... I don't know what happens if I pick one. I would walk home with Natsuki. I would still walk home with Sayori. What do I say? What would I say? What would I bring up? Stick with Sayori? Okay, if that's what you want. 95. Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Natsuki? Eh? But she's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez. I've already seen her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Lycan. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing to for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, I'm gonna end the stream, but actually no, let's not end it just like that. I'll be right back. Hang on, I'm being called.
most with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But
Oh wait, I didn't even realize I was on mute as well. Anyways, I found someone who's playing Doki Doki Literature Club, and I'm gonna definitely start a raid. Let me actually start. Um, Let me bring in my actual things. Hang on, I'm gonna type this in. Okay. All right. I got this prepared, and let's do this. Now I got the raid.
I
I'm
will
gonna start the
lit
raid, and if not, if I know you're probably here, but go say hi to Noctura Knight. All right, I'm gonna do this.
back to it. I'm
Let's
getting
do this.
increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit.
Let's do this.
Oh, I'm being raided. The one and only Lycan werewolf. Ah, Ojito? That's fair. Hello. Welcome with the raid. Appreciate you. uh, welcome to the stream. Yes.
All right.
As should.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
change.
Well, welcome to the Spook Fest. We're getting really close to everything going weird. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and
All
also an
right, over
intimate
here,
person in general. There is no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when
over
it's
here.
just the two of us.
This is where the
Well, we've
raid's
been
gonna
texting
happen.
occasionally.
But
She was
anybody
extremely
who's
appreciative or
watching,
apprehensive at
well,
first, but it
I don't know
wasn't
if the
long
other
before I
raiders
was
are.
already learning more about her.
I don't know if
But
you
putting
know,
Yuri aside, I haven't heard a
if
thing from Siri since she left club early the other
I don't
day.
really know if. Hang
Exactly.
on.
Why
Okay,
don't
okay,
we go?
hang on. Interruption, but I don't know if her viewers are also appearing on my stream, but just to like watch. But honestly, I feel like um I feel like this is gonna. I feel like this might be confused because I've never done a raid with a random person before. But I think in order for this to work, I gotta show some enthusiasm and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, the raid's just like that. And and that's it. I'm gonna end the stream. And notified if you are. I know you're the only one. I really hope you can enjoy. So have fun in Noctura's stream. I'm pretty sure you're not able to see, but you'll be okay. All right. See ya. Bye.